Welcome students. Today we are going to learn a topic electromagnetic induction. All of you are familiar related to this topic. That means we know that electric field, magnetic field, and when consider a positive charge, we observe that its influence is as like this, and due to this positive charge, the electric field is present in the surrounding region of this charge. We know that when such type of charge it is in motion, for this we can consider this is a conductor and through which charge is moving there. Then in the surrounding region of this conductor there is a development of magnetic field which is as like this. It is represented in terms of magnetic lines of force. We know that in the earlier of 19th century, Oersted, Ampere, and few other scientists they work on this fact and establish the relationship between electric field and magnetic field. When this electric field can be responsible for the development of magnetic field, as that if the converse of this fact is possible, that means can we produce electric field by using magnetic field? And Faraday, Henry Joseph, they will work on this fact and perform a number of experiments and comes to know that the basic fundamental laws of electromagnetic induction. How they will do that? They perform the experiment such as taken a magnet which have polarity as like this n pole, s pole. It is moving towards a coil which is as like this, and galvanometer is connected across this coil. We know that magnetic lines of force they are starting from n pole and ending at s pole in outside region of this bar magnet. We observe that when this bar magnet is moving towards the coil, this magnetic flux they are get linked with this coil, and when this magnet is in motion, that means number of lines of force or magnetic flux linked with this coil goes on increasing, and due to this change he observed that, or Faraday observed that a current is set up inside the closed circuit, and this current is measured by using this galvanometer. Also, when this magnet is moving away from this coil, the magnetic flux link with this coil goes on decreasing, and same effect, that means current is again induced inside the closed circuit but in opposite direction. When instead of this magnet, this coil is moving towards the magnet or away from the magnet, the same effect it will be observed there. That means current is induced inside this closed circuit in both directions. While approaching this coil towards the magnet, current is in one way, and when approaching, away from the magnet, it will opposite to previous one. Also, when we change the polarity of this bar magnet, it will observe that the direction of current get reversed, and also when the speed of this magnet approaching to this coil goes on increasing or suddenly goes on decreasing, it will observe that the magnitude of induced EMF goes on increasing or decreasing. That means the magnitude of induced current inside this closed circuit, it will depends upon two facts. That is the relative speed of relative motion between magnet and coil, and also depends upon the number of turns present inside the coil. So these are the few observations which are observed by Faraday, and he gets conclude from these observations that two fundamental laws. Before going to laws, we can also discuss a two coil experiment that instead of this magnet, suppose if we take a steady coil and current is set up inside that steady coil. This experiment is as like this. Suppose this is a rheostat, this is a battery, and this is a key. It is connected as like this. This is called as a primary coil which is fixed, and suppose the another one coil is also taken in account as like this. Suppose gallon meter connected across it, as like this. What will happen when this circuit is closed? Current is start up inside this closed circuit. Magnetic flux linked with this secondary coil goes on changing, and also current is induced secondary coil. Again, when we break this circuit, the magnetic flux linked with this coil gets changed, and we observe the current induced current in opposite direction. That means this induced current is observed inside the secondary coil when we can make and break this circuit. Also, when we change the current which is flowing through this primary coil, or also we can move this secondary coil towards this coil or away from this coil. Due to these three facts, this induced current which is present inside this secondary coil. We know that the induced current whose EMF is depends upon number of turns present inside the coil, and also depends upon the rate of change of magnetic flux which is linked with this secondary coil.